Good afternoon and welcome to Pro Live. My name is Marilyn Coates and I am your host for today. I am so excited to be back with you, and we are celebrating our glowing skin essentials here at SkinCeuticals. We know that summertime is the time that we usually have this glowing, radiant, hydrated, dewy skin. And now we want to give you some tips and some tricks that are going to help you carry this throughout the year into fall and right through the winter. So stay tuned, grab a friend, let's get going, and let's talk about how we can get our skin glowing all year long. If you are new to Pro Live, this is a really fast-paced show that gives you an opportunity to learn about SkinCeuticals on a whole, some products in particular. It's a live shopping event, so we have our exclusive offers that are only available during this broadcast. So I like to always remind people that we have curated this experience just for you. So if you are looking for this later on, you can't find it. So get busy dropping in your shopping cart today. We're going to have 2 exclusive offers that are going to have you reach your ultimate goals for that glowing skin. We also have our moderators in chat, and they are going to answer all of your questions today. They are licensed estheticians with lots of years of experience, and they will be there to help guide you through the process. If you have questions about your shopping cart or just questions in general, they will be there to answer you. There are only a few of them and a lot of you. So if for any reason you're not able to get your question answered today, know we hear you. We want to hear from you. Please be sure to go to SkinCeuticals.com after this broadcast. You can chat live with a professional there. You can also register to receive all kinds of notifications, and you can sign up for our pro one-on-one consultation services along with our physician locator. So lots of resources there, lots of opportunities to learn. Let's learn now about our glowing skin essentials. We have 2 sets today. We have our Retinol glow set and our Glycolic glow set. So they're going to be very similar, except you get the opportunity to choose your exfoliation. And we really want to set you up for success for that glowing skin, to have you introduce products that are going to brighten the skin, hydrate the skin, gently exfoliate the skin. So when you go into one of our skin labs or flagships across the country, you go and work with one of our partners for that integrated skincare experience. You will possibly pick a chemical peel, which we really pair nicely with these products today, and your skin is going to be all set, prepped, and ready to go, and you're going to have your essentials that you need post-peel. So we have our discoloration defense in both sets today. Discoloration defense is great for breaking up some of that existing discoloration, along with preventing new discoloration from entering the scene. We have hydrating B5 gel, which is going to be that drink of water for the skin. It's going to give us that dewiness and that hydration with that hyaluronic acid, just attracting all of that moisture to the skin. In our first set, that Retinol Glow set, you get these 2 products along with 1 tube of our retinol at that 0.3 concentration. This is pure retinol that is going to also be infused with hydrators and soothing agents that are going to make this a beautiful experience for that exfoliation. We know retinoids are the gold standard for anti-aging, and this product in particular is going to be your new nighttime best friend. This is what you will receive: discoloration defense, hydrating B5 gel, your retinol, and then your gift with purchase today with both sets is going to be Physical Fusion UV Defense SPF 50, because we can't have you out here exfoliating, peeling, and not do the responsible thing of applying your sunscreen. But I know you savvy viewers out there using your sunscreen every single day. This is going to be such a beautiful addition to your collection because we're going to have this really translucent color sphere that's mixed into this formulation that is going to be universally tinted. So it's really going to enhance the evenness of the skin and really bring balance while you're protecting. So beautiful sheen to the skin, along with a little bit of tint that just about anyone can use. But it doesn't stop there. Remember, I said we curate this specifically for you. For both sets today, when you purchase either set or both sets, you will also qualify for an additional gift with purchase. So as you're checking out tonight or today, I'd like for you to use the code nighttime. I've got night already on the brain because I'm thinking about our lovely product, Resveratrol BE. Resveratrol BE is your nighttime antioxidant. We're going to get into this in just a little bit about why it is your friend, why you need to use it every night, just like you use one of your daytime antioxidant vitamin C serums that you've come to know and love from SkinCeuticals, whether that's C, ferulic, Floritin CF, or Silymarin CF. In our second set today, our Glycolic Glow set, we're going to have the same lineup for that brightening and that hydration with discoloration defense and hydrating B5 gel. But instead of using your retinol, you're going to substitute that and you're going to use Glycolic 10 Renew Overnight. That's right, Glycolic 10 Renew Overnight is that 10% free acid value that we're going to deeply deliver into the skin that is going to allow for that cellular turnover, bring those nice, healthy, plump cells to the surface, remove some of that dead surface buildup that we see when we lack exfoliation. For those of you who are the OGs and really go in hard, you can alternate using your retinol one night and your Glycolic 10 Renew Overnight another night. So you have options here. It can be either or the combination of the two. So we'll talk about how we'll get into that. Also, with your Glycolic Glow set, you're going to receive your Physical Fusion UV Defense SPF 50 sunscreen because, again, protect, protect, protect. And you are also eligible when you use code nighttime. So really put nighttime in your brain right now, or make a note in your phone to use nighttime as you're checking out, and you get that additional gift with purchase, that GWP for that Resveratrol BE. And there's a pretty substantial amount of product in that, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a moment. So how and why glowing skin? Now, you know that we as SkinCeuticals, we're the #1 medical skincare brand, and we are really known for our antioxidants. That's really what put us on the map. But we also have additional products because we're starting with that antioxidant setup for our regimen. It's going to be our first step after cleansing. So we're going to use our vitamin C of choice. But our next pillar is that correction step. And so when we start talking about glowing skin, yes, we need to prevent. That's an understood. It's almost like our protection step with our sunscreen. But that correction, how do we brighten the skin? How do we get that dewiness, that radiance, the clarity in the skin? All of those things come from our correct steps, which we're going to talk about today. So if you're just tuning in, come on in, let us know where you're from. We are talking about our glowing skin essentials today. We've got 2 sets, 2 exclusive offers that are only available during this live broadcast. The time goes by very quickly, trust and believe. So stay tuned. I also would like to remind everyone that during these broadcasts that you have the opportunity to receive complimentary shipping. So this is a good time to really stock up on those additional products. Maybe your antioxidant vitamin C serum of choice is getting a tad low, or maybe there's an additional product like Triple Lipid Restore 242 that you really love using with retinol. This would be the time to really drop those things in your cart so you can take advantage of that complimentary shipping. All right, let's talk about our sets in just a little more detail. And we talked about our discoloration defense. And what we really find with discoloration defense is that it is beautifully formulated to really help with some of that existing discoloration in the skin. So to rid the skin or unload the skin of that. So we have our 5% tranexamic acid, we have our 5% niacinamide in this formula, which is really going to help fortify the skin. We also have hepaze at 5%, and that's going to really help us with that activation of the natural enzymes in the skin. And I just want you to see discoloration defense in all of its beauty. It has this nice brown tint to it. You can just see it on my skin there. It blends in very nicely with all skin tones and all hues. I love discoloration defense, not just for the impact that it makes on brightening the skin. I also love the way it feels. Many of you who have been with us for a while and you know our products well, you know that we believe in layering, particularly our serums. That's where you're going to get so much bang for your buck. And discoloration defense is a really nice one because it almost seems to just kind of melt into the skin very, very quickly and easily. It doesn't leave a tacky finish. It doesn't make your skin feel as if you have any sort of buildup, because we're going to come in with some other heavy hitters. So discoloration defense is going to be used both AM and PM. You can use about 3 to 5 drops depending on how or where you need to apply. I love using just about all of my serums, face, neck, and décolleté. But if you have some discoloration, some unevenness, some uneven skin tone on your hands, it's also nice to give yourself a nice little hand treatment, just like I did. So you gauge how many drops you need. 3 to 5 drops is kind of that sweet spot. We're going to use this after cleansing and after our vitamin C antioxidant serum of choice, whether that is CE ferulic, Floritin CF, or Silymarin CF. Then we can apply discoloration defense, and we're going to layer from there. Our second product in the lineup is going to be hydrating B5 gel. Now, for those of you who have ever used hyaluronic acid, you know that it is an instant drink of water for the skin. It's almost like we are quenching the skin very quickly. What's really nice about this hyaluronic acid blend, along with the panthenol B5 that is going to help strengthen and fortify the skin, is that you can use this very interchangeably. You can use it sometimes as just a moisturizer if you're more oily or the temperatures are warmer and there is more humidity in the skin. Some people love using hydrating B5 gel as their moisturizer. Other people like using it post-procedurally. So if you go and you have that chemical peel that we really recommend to really boost the skin and get it really activated to display that glowing skin, hydrating B5 gel is going to feel delightful on your skin after that peel. Trust me. And you know how sometimes when you get those little frays of skin that are starting to lift after your peel, this is such a beautiful product to apply to help reduce some of that flaking, to help minimize the appearance of it, to give you this smoother appearance while your skin is transitioning. And also, we know with chemical peels, the last thing we want to do is pick at that skin. So using hydrating B5 gel in so many different ways is just incredible. This is something that everyone should have in their cart. Actually, these two. That's why they're offered in both sets today. So you're going to get both discoloration defense and hydrating B5 gel in both your retinol glow set and your glycolic glow set, just for those very reasons. We're going to help brighten the skin, help even out the skin tone. We're going to come in and hydrate and keep that skin nice and moist and dewy, especially as we're transitioning. In our retinol glow set, remember the star of this set will be your retinol. And we are using our SkinCeuticals retinol at a 0.3 concentration. Now, some of you may be new to vitamin A, to retinoids. You know that they're not all created equally. And so we're asking that you start with this 0.3 concentration, that you go through a whole tube of that before you advance to another concentration or strength within the line. But our retinols are really unique in that they are going to feel soothing as you apply them. There is an encapsulated vitamin A that we have in this formulation. And what you will see is that the encapsulation is going to give you a smoother delivery. Excuse me 1 second. I had my tube. I was going to demo that. I'll get back to it. It's being stubborn. So our tube of retinol is going to give you that encapsulated vitamin A along with that not only pure retinol, but it's going to give that 0.1% bisabolol that is going to be anti-inflammatory. So any of you who have ever used any sort of vitamin A products, you know that we really are turning over that getting that cellular turnover very quickly. And that is what makes it a little challenging for the skin to acclimate. So when I said having that hydrating B5 gel was going to be essential, that is what I was talking about. But using that bisabolol as well is going to give you this anti-inflammatory effect while we're turning over those cells very quickly, giving a more comfortable experience. And we are also going to improve fine lines and wrinkles, improve the appearance of discoloration. We're going to bring those fresh, healthy cells to the surface using our retinoid and our retinol in that 0.3 concentration. We have recommendation of not only starting at the 0.3, but also that you are using this initially about 3 days a week. So we're going to alternate days, not 3 consecutive days. Maybe you choose a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That might be helpful for you, or Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever works for your schedule. And then you're going to gradually increase and work yourself up to your comfort level until you're able to use this almost every day. So that is our retinol 0.3 that will come in your retinol glow set. So if you haven't already dropped this set in your basket, I'm instructing you to do so now. Remember that these exclusive offers are only available during this live broadcast. You're getting that complimentary shipping. You're going to get lots of good advice when you go to SkinCeuticals.com and go to our physician locator to find out how you truly are going to achieve and maintain that glowing skin by going to see one of our partners across the country. And you are getting your exclusive offer today, which is that full-size Physical Fusion UV Defense SPF 50. Now, this is really generous gift with purchase. I don't know about you, but sometimes I get a gift with purchase and I'm like, oh, that was an afterthought. This was very intentional, not only to complete the regimen and make it very comprehensive, but also we want to be mindful of the fact that we're looking to help get that glowing skin. So even if you have a little bit of unevenness going, I'm going to just show you that you should really shake this first. And you're going to be generous in your application because you're going to cover your face, neck, décolleté, and maybe your hands. But I just want to show you how it shows up on the skin. Now, I'm not applying it the way I normally would for my skin. I would normally warm this between my hands and then, of course, apply it to my face. But I just want to show you that this is a very universally tinted sunscreen. So I know a lot of times people either look to not use sunscreen because they don't like the way it looks on the skin. That's probably number one, or they don't like the way it feels. And I'm here to tell you that you will not regret using this because it looks and feels so incredibly amazing on the skin. So this would be your last step in the morning. And then you would use your resveratrol BE at night. So you would cleanse, use resveratrol BE, discoloration defense, hydrating B5 gel if you like or if you need it on those nights that you're not using your retinol. And then you come in with retinol at night and you can stop there. So very, very easy regimen. Or you can alternate nights. Let's talk about that second set very quickly because it doesn't differentiate a whole bunch. We're using, again, discoloration defense, hydrating B5 gel. I'm going to take this one out unless you're like Sherry and I, who are OGs about our anti-aging. We use both. So Sherry's going to come in just a couple of minutes and share some questions with us. But for the sake of just speaking about this set, not only are you going to use these first two products, but you're also going to use Glycolic 10 Renew overnight. Your retinol and your Glycolic 10 Renew overnight are only nighttime products. I just want to put that out there. We're not using them during the day. I know you want to see that advancement in your skin, but we're going to stick to that nighttime application. Why Glycolic 10 Renew overnight over retinol, let's say? Some people really prefer a hydroxy acid over a retinol. So that's number one. If you're that person who says, I'm not sticking to the retinol protocol, that you want something different, we have this in our 10% free acid offering for our glycolic acid. Anybody who's ever used glycolic acid, you know that is a very small molecule that penetrates the skin very nicely. It's this daytime correction cream. If you look at our Glycolic 10 Renew overnight, it does not feel stark on the skin. It feels very dewy. So we're looking at a hydration factor in here that's also going to be soothing. So we have a soothing complex, you can see on my hand there, that doesn't make this feel tart on the skin. It just feels creamy. Now don't go overboard just because it feels really light and like it's not really stimulating, because it does pack a punch with that 10% free acid value. And also in this set, we are going to see our friend Physical Fusion UV Defense SPF 50 once again. I think Sherry's probably ready to come on in and ask us a few questions. I know we only have a few minutes left in the show. The time goes by so very quickly. Sherry, what do you have for us?
Hi, Marilyn. Thank you so much. Yes, we do have a lot of great questions in the chat, so let's get to them. Cynthia has a great question. She said her skin is discolored due to the sun and also additional sunspots due to medication. Would either of these sets help her with the discoloration?
Well, both sets would help with discoloration. As you know, there are kind of different ways to get to the mall, I like to say. You can either use your exfoliant using by way of your hydroxy acid, which in this case is Glycolic 10 Renew, Renew overnight, or your retinol. So when we start talking about those differences in exfoliation, the choice is really kind of up to you. We are going to address removing that topical and surface discoloration very quickly and easily when we combine using these products, which is why we have discoloration defense in both. We know that that's probably one of the number one questions people have about their anti-aging protocol. How do they make that unevenness go away? How do they get that even tone to the skin? So sunscreen is going to be super important for you, Cynthia. It's super important for all of us. But if you have had some past sun damage, you want to really make sure as you are bringing those fresh, healthy, plump, new cells to the surface that you're being very judicious with your sunscreen.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I feel like these sets are just speaking directly to my soul because they have absolutely changed my skin. So I'm super hyped about both of these. And Dahlia is coming straight for my heart here with this question.
Uh-oh.
I can appreciate it as an esthetician. Can you use Glycolic 10 and retinol together?
Yes. And Sherry, you just said it. And I think, so many of us who are estheticians got into this industry because either we had some challenges with our own skin or we really wanted to help people improve their skin. And when I say that there is just a dynamic duo here, when we combine our retinol and our hydroxy acids, the retinols get applied and then they kind of, if you will, drop down into the skin and then renew, working their way up. And then with your hydroxy acids, we're going to dissolve that top layer and work our way down. So you're going to get that combination of that comprehensive exfoliation in here. So I just love, love, love using both because you get to see quicker results. And your skin, I think, never gets accustomed to what's actually coming. So you can use your retinol on one night and your glycolic acid the other night. That glycolic 10 renew overnight is going to make your skin pop. Use it one time. Use it one night, and you're going to wake up and see a different glow to the skin. Great question. Thank you.
Yes. One last very quick question. We're highlighting using these potentially with a chemical peel. You can do a chemical peel any time of year and use, a variety of products, but these pair really nicely with a chemical peel. So the question is, when would you suggest that they stop an active ingredient like a retinol or a glycolic prior to having a peel?
Very good question as well. I first and foremost would love for you to go to SkinCeuticals.com after this broadcast and go to our physician locator. Look for a flagship or skin lab, one of our physician partners across the country, and go in for an actual consultation because they can get very familiar with your skin, tell you what's going to be really more customizable for you. I would say general rule of thumb, maybe a week before you can stop your retinol and your hydroxy acid. It just depends on which peel you're going to get. Some practitioners will say a few days before. So I think it's really important to go in and get that consultation for your skin type, your Fitzpatrick type. All of those things really matter. But the nice thing is you'll already be prepping the skin for such a beautiful peel. You're going to get beautiful results. You're not going to have that throwback discoloration that you often find when you just kind of go into peels without prep. So I love, love, love this Glowing Skin Essentials lineup because it really gives you the tools that you need, not only to have glowing skin through your regular home maintenance, but it really helps to elevate that integrated skincare experience. I hope that helps.
Yes, absolutely. And you're correct. Nothing better than a personal recommendation from a licensed professional. So thank you for that. So those are all the questions we have time for today. So we'll let you wrap it up. Thank you so much.
Wow. The time goes by so fast, doesn't it? Great Great questions, everyone. Thank you for being so involved in chat today. Thank you for having those authentic questions that really help educate not just you, but everyone who is viewing. As we are wrapping up very quickly, today is our only time that you will have this particular exclusive offer that is going to help you achieve your glowing skin goals. I don't know anyone out there who doesn't want glowing skin. I personally strive for it daily. I hope that you're going to join me in this skincare challenge. But you have 2 ways to achieve this goal. In your sets today, you're going to have 2, well, really 3 products that will be the same. So whether you're picking the Retinol Glow Set or you're picking the Glycolic Glow Set, you're going to have discoloration defense. You're also going to receive hydrating B5 gel, and you're going to receive physical fusion UV defense SPF 50. Where there's the biggest difference is that you're going to either select the Retinol Glow Set that's going to give us our retinol in 0.3 concentration, or our Glycolic Glow Set, which is going to give us our Glycolic 10 Renew Overnight. Remember, right now is a great time with this complimentary shipping to add to your cart if you are low on some products. Just a few things that you might want to look out for. Let's look at which antioxidant vitamin C serum you're using. Drop that in your cart. I also love Triple Lipid Restore 242 with my retinol. Amazing. I also like using it as alternating nights, sometimes with my Glycolic 10 Renew Overnight. Just boosting this hydrating B5 gel is going to take your skin to a different level. So add those things to your cart while you can take advantage. Remember, as you are checking out, to use the code NIGHTTIME so you can get that additional gift with purchase. You're going to get this resveratrol BE. This is your nighttime friend. It is going to help your skin actually boost its own natural antioxidant defenses. And you're going to help neutralize those free radicals because they're working around the clock. You're going to have radiance that you're adding to the skin. It's really going to help with that elasticity. This is going to be your friend. Don't forget to use code NIGHTTIME as you are checking out. I think we're all out of time. You get to keep shopping, but I think this is it for us for right now. I hope you have enjoyed yourselves today. It's been so great to be back here with you for yet another Pro Live. I hope you learned something about glowing skin essentials. We just love to hear and chat what your favorite product is and what you're looking forward to using. If you missed any of this or you want to come back and refresh this evening, we have our 8 p.m. show, and we'd love to see you back. Be sure to invite a friend, and we will see you soon. Have a good afternoon. Bye.